Date weak men. And a lot of weak men tend to be narcissistic men. And these men don't look at you as a partner, they look at you as competition. And the only way to make themselves feel better is to try to make you feel like you aren't good enough. So he belittles you, he lies, he cheats, he does anything he can to break you so he can feel like he's above you. But he won't let you leave because deep down he knows that you are a good woman. And he doesn't want a good man to get his hands on you. Because see, when you meet a strong man who is confident in who he is, you are no longer competing. You are working together as a team.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I am reacting to a video that is completely different to what I actually would react to. So this is a young man who is advising women and giving them empowering messages. If you hear this, you might be, oh, wow, that's actually great. He's trying to empower women. He's trying to uplift them. Yes, but you need to be careful with men or people in general who share this type of ideas because they are not being fully honest to you. They would tell you what you like to hear, but not what you actually need to hear. They would tell you anything and everything for them to keep generating attention or even financial gain out of your circumstances. These are men like, I don't know if you guys know this Derek something, this guy who was allegedly a religious man, and he would tell women not to settle, and it's not about you, it's the man. And he would tell them all these funny ideas that women like to hear because most important is we don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to point fingers at ourselves and say, look, maybe I am the issue. Maybe I need to do some work on myself for me to attract the type of person or be in a type of position that I actually want in life. No, women don't want to hear this. So there are some people, men and women, who have understand this concept, and they will tell you whatever you think you like to hear so they can profit from it. There are people who are writing books. There are people who are giving seminars and coaching courses. There are people who have a whole talk show based on these types of ideas that you as a woman might hear, and it makes you feel good because it's not forcing you to be responsible, nor it's forcing you to be accountable for your choices. No, it's actually taking all the blame away from you and pointing it at the man. It's making you feel good, but is it really helping you? Are they actually teaching you and telling things that you should do or you could do to kind of better your situation? No, these are the type of people who are going to keep you in your bad situation because they understand you like what you hear. It makes you feel good. You're not moving forward though, but it's going to make you keep coming back and visiting and buying their things and buying their books and visiting their seminars. So they are profiting from you, but you are actually not moving forward in life. And nowadays, you would see people misusing this in the name of religion and Christianity and all that stuff. You literally have churches nowadays who keep women single. There used to be a time where you had a single ministry where women in the church and men would actually talk to you about what you need to do and change so you can get a husband or a wife, vice versa. But nowadays, if you look at some videos when women go to church, the things that are been spoken about in church nowadays is mind-blowing. You have pastors and fellow women leaders in the church who would tell you, it's all God's time. It's not about you. You don't have to change anything. Jesus is going to send you your man. Okay, that sounds beautiful. Let's wait for Jesus to send me a man. But what is it that I need to change about myself that I can receive that man, that I can actually understand when that man is in front of me? You know, people like that are going to keep you in delusion because in some way, shape or form, they are having control and they are profiting from your misery. So let's dig down into this clip. I'm going to add it real quick so you guys can see it again.
Date weak men. And a lot of weak men tend to be narcissistic men. And these men don't look at you as a partner, they look at you as competition. And the only way to make themselves feel better is to try to make you feel like you aren't good enough. So he belittles you, he lies, he cheats, he does anything he can to break you so he can feel like he's above you. But he won't let you leave because deep down he knows that you are a good woman and he doesn't want a good man to get his hands on you. Because see, when you meet a strong man who is confident in who he is, you are no longer competing. You are working together as a team.
So, the title of this clip says, Strong Women Intimidate Weak Men. Let's take out this weak man for a bit. And I'm sure you guys have heard how women would say, oh, he's just insecure, or he's intimidated by my career or my looks or whatever the case may be. Realistically is, men are not intimidated by us at all. There are some men who are going to put up with certain things that you show as a woman, your bad habits, you being bossy and all of those things, because they have thought about it and they're like, look, if she wants to do all that hard work, if she wants to take over the role of being a provider, if she wants to act that way, I'm going to sit here and enjoy the benefits as long as I can. He's not intimidated. He's actually outsmarting you. The other thing that I find funny is that this man in his clip, he's trying to sell a story but not really expressing what he means by saying that strong women are intimidating weak men, but at the same time, strong women are attracting this weak man. And then when they are in a relationship with that weak man, he is not letting these women lead because he knows they are so good. They are great women and he's this weak man and he's not letting them lead and he's going to cheat and he's going to do all of that stuff. Let's stop. If you as a woman are attracting so-called weak men, unproductive, financially unstable, low-level men, then the question actually needs to be, why? There is something about you that is interested in attracting that type of man. Because if weak men should approach you and want to step into your life and you're in a dating phase and you see, oh my God, he's a weak man, this is not the type of man I want, then you should leave. But obviously you stayed. So is it the man or is it you? If you are in a situation and you're dealing with a weak man, you actually made that choice to be with that man, that so-called weak man. That's one thing that we need to make clear. The other thing that he said is, but when you then find a strong man, a confident and competent man, now you're no longer in competition because now you both are able to work together as a team. Well, what we need to understand here is, why did this woman find that strong man from the jump? There's something about them that these so-called strong, confident, capable men are not willing to say, hey, this is the type of woman I want to deal with. It just doesn't work. So whatever the case may be, they're always trying to put it on the men, but not addressing the responsibility in that case when it comes to the woman, the accountability on her side. If you are in a relationship with a confident and competent man who knows where he's going in life, he ticks all the boxes. He is the leader in that relationship. He's not going to let you start being bossy and, combative and you want to lead as well. It doesn't work. There's always one leader in the situation. There's always one leader in a relationship. There's always one leader of the country. There's always one leader of the company. It doesn't work when two strong, hard-headed people are trying to lead. It's not going to work. You might bring your ideas into it and you talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's one person who's going to say, okay, this is where we're going. And the problem with these types of women is they are as masculine as the man. They are as competitive as the man. So for them to be able to lead the relationship, you need to be honest about it. You are choosing to interact with a weak man. You are choosing to interact with a man who's far below you in all areas, so you can actually pull up with that, so you can step over him, so you can tell him what to do, where to go, where we're going, because you bring the financial stability. Maybe you are the home owner, you have the car, whatever the case may be. But a confident, competent provider, a man who has worked all his life, who is capable, who has goals in his life, he's not going to put up with that. He's not going to put up with a bossy chick who's, oh, I'm strong and independent, I don't need you, I just want you. No, you can go. And that's the problem with these types of people talking to women. I mean, I've seen his TikTok, and the comment sections of multiple of his videos are so full of cheering him up, and yes, I'll never settle, it's the man's issue, finally someone is talking about it, blah blah blah. But no time would these women actually think and ask themselves, okay, wait, the topic is, I'm the strong woman and I'm attracting weak men. What is it about me that puts me in that position of only attracting weak men? Because if you were that good, why aren't you able to attract this upscale man that you're actually talking about, that you're actually looking for? Well, realistically is they are not going to put up with your bad habits. They have options. That's why they're not going to put up with someone who is rude, combative, aggressive, masculine, always having the need to be right. So my message in this clip is, women, watch out for people who love to sugarcoat everything, who love to give you this idea of, oh, it's never you, it's always someone else. Because those type of messages are not going to help you to get in position in life that you actually want to be. Those type of messages is not going to help you to get into the relationship that you want to be. Because look at it, if you're the one looking for a relationship, you are the common denominator in that situation. Everybody else is a variable. You're trying this, didn't work. You're trying that, didn't work. You dated him, he's a weak man. At some point, you might have to ask yourself, what is it about me that puts me in this position of attracting weak man? What is it about me that I always tend to fail in relationships? What is it about me that I'm not getting the outcome that I'm looking for? And I think people need to start there first. You can only change you. You cannot change someone else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.